Okay, let's do it. Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rod Escaiola, your condominium lawyer with Gowling WLG, and welcome to, I guess, episode 19, which is going to be a fun episode. This episode is really our holiday webinar. And so we decided that we'd have a bit of fun and we would test all of your knowledge, all of your condominium knowledge. And we found some contestants that were prepared to sort of take on the challenge and participate to this Jeopardy game. This episode obviously is going to be a tribute to our late Canadian icon, Alex Trebek. Now, in fairness to Condo advisor, we actually had decided to do a Jeopardy episode before we learned of his passing. But I think now it's even more fitting that we'd have this tip of the hat to someone who was truly, one of the top Canadian icons. So, without further ado, I'm going to very quickly go around the table and introduce our usual condo advisor gang. And so, as you probably saw from the marketing, we're going to do a Jeopardy episode tonight. So I decided to introduce them to you in the form of a question. And so the first one, of course, is working with Apollo Property Management. His name is Sean Cornish. Oh, I missed that. I have to put a question, eh? Who is Blitzen? That's the question. Sean Cornish. Welcome, Sean.
Now, thank you.
You
turned me off, Rod.
That's right. No, I didn't really rehearse that part here. Property manager with Crossbridge, also usually speaking on behalf of ACMO. Who is Catherine Cupid Gao? Hello, Catherine.
Hi, it's good to be with you all here tonight. I can't wait to play the game. Good fun.
Do you see the pattern? I think by now you saw the pattern, the theme tonight. And so from Lash Condo Law, speaking also on behalf of CAI, who is Denise Dasher Lash? Hi, Denise.
Hi, Rod. Great to be here. Looking forward to watching our contestants.
Now from the National Life Safety Group, who is Jason Vixen Reed? Hi, Jason.
Thank you. It's nice to be here, everybody.
Hey, nice
haircut. I thought I was going to be Vixen.
Yeah.
No. I saved a special one for you there, buddy. And so, of course, the most senior property manager in Ottawa from DES Services, who is José Comet Delonchamp. Hi, José. I think you're muted, or maybe you just dropped off. I'm not sure. Is she here?
Yeah, no, here, but muted, soon to be corrected. There she is.
There I am. Hello. I'm not awfully quiet.
No, I know. That got me worried. I don't think I've ever seen you muted. And so our usual condo twins, but one of them is actually taking a week off. So it's sort of an only child tonight. But just to keep the theme around our twins, we have who is Graham Dancer McPherson. Hi, Graham.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and of course, Prancer would have been David, but he's not here tonight. Okay, there it is. So great fun. Now let's focus on the contestants. So tonight we're going to play the Jeopardy game. And to play the Jeopardy game, we came up with 4 very courageous individuals who decided, well, for the Ottawa, they were volunteers. For Toronto, I got to say they were voluntold by no one other than Catherine. Catherine's the one that actually sort of bamboozled them into showing up tonight. And so the first one, I'll give you the clue and then, I'll ask you the question. He dreamt of being in a game show since early childhood, and he was hoping to receive the answers to today's questions in advance. Sadly, that didn't happen. Who is Craig McMillan? Hi, Craig. Where are you? There you are. So Craig is, you're obviously the president of Maple Ridge Community Management. You're also, you've been a condo manager since 2003. I see here that you obviously hold a RCM designation from ACMO. You are on CCI National, I take it. Did I get that right?
I'm an ACCI.
That's right. That's right. And you currently serve on ACMO's board of director and two of their sort of committee. right? The Professional and Business Partner Committee and the CMRAO Advisory Committee, right?
No, I'm on the CMRO Advisory Committee, but I'm also on the CCI, the Golden Horseshoe Business Partner Committee.
You know what? I think Alex Trebek, I always took that for granted. I thought it was so easy. It's really much harder than I initially thought it would be. Welcome, Craig. Welcome tonight. And then we have someone who had studied British history as a child and had focused on Henry VIII, which left her to wonder why her parents would name her Catherine. Who is Catherine Murdoch? Hi, Catherine.
Hi, how are you?
You are with Dell Management and have been for 30 years. So I think tonight you're competing with Jose for the most senior property manager. And you're on ACMO's board of director, right?
I am.
Perfect. So
and I'm also an instructor for the ACMO courses
perfect.
for 15 years.
Welcome aboard, Catherine.
Thank you.
So Catherine and Greg, you are going to be the Toronto team. And now for the Ottawa team, we have someone who played drums in a punk rock band and who even recorded a full-length CD in 1997. Who is Sean Murray? Sean Murray is with Apollo Property Management, father of 3 awesome daughters, spent 10 years as a licensed realtor, practicing commercial and residential real estate, and then I don't know what happened, something hit him over the head, and he transitioned to property management about 12 years ago. Welcome, Sean.
Hi, Rod.
And the last but not least, to overcome his fear of public speaking, he regularly performed stand-up at open mic around the city. Who is Jerry Bourdeau? So Jerry Bourdeau is a property manager with CMG, CMG being gee, I'm drawing a blank here. It's one of the, go ahead, Jerry.
Condo Management Group. I'll just.
That's right. It's the C that escaped me for a second. It's condo. That's the easy part. So there it is. Jerry's a condo manager for CMG and has started in that capacity about 10 years ago, right?
Well, I've been working in condos for more than 10 years, and both as a contractor and a manager. So,
okay.
I'm hoping there's some contracting questions tonight, but I doubt it.
No, I don't think so. So there it is. Folks, tonight we're going to play Jeopardy, the Condo Advisor Edition. And the rules are quite simple. The 4 contestants will each represent a city, and they will raise their hand if they think they know the question to the answer I will give them. The first person to raise his or her hand will have 5 seconds to guess the answer. And if you guess the answer correctly, then you get condo dollars. And of course, at the very end, there's going to be Jeopardy final question, and you'll be able to gamble or bet these condo dollars. In small print at the bottom of the slides, you see that these condo dollars are not legal tender, and they cannot really be redeemed anywhere. So there it is. Before you asked me the question. Now, folks at home, don't despair. You can also play. So if Toronto or Ottawa have not found the question to my answer, then you can raise your hand, and we will turn your mic on, and you'll be able to play. And if one of you turns out to be a Jeopardy specialist, we'll promote you for the Jeopardy final question. Okay, so there it is. The only rule I have for the attendees at home is that I think I'm going to eliminate lawyers. If I see lawyers, I may not allow them to play because they don't play well with others. Okay, there it is. Are you ready? Let's do it. Oh.
So whose birthday is closest?
Yes, we have to determine this, but we have to do something else. I need to stop this, and I need to, because something happened here. This is live television for you folks. So Graham, can you sort of figure out whose birthday is the closest?
I can indeed. And for everybody, I'll be the eye in the sky, making sure that everybody plays fair. I'm watching the points, so no funny business. Catherine, could I please get your birthday?
June 17th.
June 17th, okay. And Jerry?
December 16th.
December 16th. That's looking pretty good. That's going to be a tough one to beat. Sean?
May 14th.
May 14th, okay. And Craig, last but not least?
June 22nd.
Sorry, June 22nd?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you and Catherine are close.
Yeah.
Okay, so based on that order, then we will be going in the order of Jerry,
So he picks the
first?
first question then. He's going to
Yes.
pick the first question. Let me just bring back my PowerPoint on the screen because there was a little problem with the PowerPoint. Let me just put it back on. And if not, we're going to see what we can do. Well, we're just going to have to fly by the seam of our pants, it seems. That's what's going to happen.
That's what we do around here anyway.
Yeah. Fear not, folks. Fear not. I'll bring it back up. We'll see what happens because 2 of the questions were already used during the practice run. And so that was the issue. Let me just put it back on the screen. There we are. Launch this. Okay, then share my screen. Fear not, folks. Fear not. This is all under control. Kids,
This is the behind the scenes movie
Yeah.
magic that everybody comes to see.
Kids, don't try this at home. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Ready to go? We got the rules. Who's the first player?
That's going to be Jerry.
Okay, Jerry, you get to pick the first question.
Okay, let's go governance 400, please.
Governance 400. Promoting safety, security, or welfare, they also prevent unreasonable interference with the use and enjoyment of units and common elements. Jerry, your hand is up.
What is a rule?
Yes. Okay, lower your hands, please, folks. Next question, Jerry.
Governance 600.
It sometimes requires 35 days, other times only 30. It is not required if the board has lost quorum. Jerry, your hand is up.
That's a preliminary notice of meeting of owners.
Preliminary notice. Well done. Okay, lower all your hands. Now, in fairness to everybody, you got to wait till the end of the question to raise your hand, because otherwise,
All right.
I don't stop. So you got to wait till Graham. Keep an eye on the Ben Johnsons out there.
All right.
Next question, Jerry.
Well, let's keep going. Governance 800.
Governance 800. Flooring and countertops from bare bones to frills. Without it, the corporation may be out of pocket and harder to insure. Jerry again.
Jerry's quick.
What's a standard unit bylaw?
What's the standard unit bylaw? Well done. Lower your hands. Jerry, you're next again.
Okay, we'll do governance for 1,000.
Governance for 1,000. Sometimes required within 5 days, usually within 30. It is not required if there has no change to the board of director. If there are no change to the board of director. Jerry.
What's an information certificate update?
What is an information certificate update? Oh my goodness, Jerry, you're like you're killing this today. Wonderful. Okay, so next question, Jerry.
Well, let's try democracy for 400.
Democracy for 400. Can be done by show of hand, personally, by proxy, or electronically. Catherine, your hand went up first.
What is voting?
Vote. Perfect. Wonderful. So she gets 400 points. Graham, I hope you're keeping track of all of that because they're going to want to collect on their
Nothing
money.
gets by me.
Okay, perfect. So Catherine, you're next.
How about condo authority for 200?
Condo authority for 200. Provided at no cost, it must be completed within 6 months unless it has been done in the prior 7 years. Sean Murray, your hand was up first.
What is director training?
What is director training? Indeed. Seems like the questions are easier than I thought they would be initially. I thought that this would be like a disaster. I thought I was pushing you with the Christians and the Lions. Okay, so Sean, go next.
Go with democracy for 600, please.
Democracy for 600. Can easily be adopted by a simple majority of owners participating to a meeting. Corporations can go without it, but only until May 31st, 2021. Sean, your hand went up first.
What is an electronic meeting and voting bylaw?
Denise, what do you think?
Yes.
Electronic voting bylaw. Well
I
done.
think that's correct.
Yes.
Well done. Perfect. It seems that Toronto is sort of lagging behind here. Okay, Catherine, your hand is up. Lower your hand, please.
Okay.
Perfect. So, Sean, next.
Well, we'll go COVID-19 for 6, please.
COVID-19 for $600. Required for fitness rooms in yellow zones and up. It describes the measures being implemented to reduce COVID-19 transmission. Craig.
Capacity limits?
No. So Graham removed $600 from the Toronto team.
Okay.
Nice try.
It's that type of game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I see that one of the attendees at home has the answer, but first we're going to ask anybody from Ottawa?
Staying
No,
out.
really? Okay, so time's up. Attendees at home, anybody wants to try? Rosie, we're going to try to allow you to speak. You should be able to turn your mic on, and I would ask you to start by stating your unit number. Just kidding. So Rosie, what's the answer?
COVID safety plan.
Jason, what do you think? You're muted.
He's nodding furiously.
Yeah.
Rosie, you are right. It's a safety plan. So $600 to the Condo Geeks, Graham. Well done, Rosie.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Well done. So the safety plan, as indicated in the question, is required in yellow zones and up if you have a gym that has weights and machines and so on and so forth. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to the players. I guess who do I go back to Sean, I guess?
Would be me, yeah. Let's go collections for 400.
Collections for 400. Better to give notice to avoid it being challenged. It exists automatically, but is lost if not registered in time.
What is a lien?
Oh, well, you didn't bring your hand up, but I don't know. Like, should we give her the answer? I mean, Catherine?
Did I not get in first?
So
Her hand was raised. Her hand
Yeah.
was raised, and I do think it was first off the mark.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
your mouse got in first, but next time you got to raise your hand. Okay, perfect. Well, let's see if you got the right question. Lean, that's right, perfect. So $400 for Toronto, Graham.
Yep.
Okay, so we will give you the next question, Catherine.
Let's try, what's governance for 200?
Governance for 200. In addition to diligence, skill, prudence, and honesty, the other element of a director's standard of care. Interesting.
Relying, sorry, can I answer? What is relying on the advice of professionals?
Nope. So we removed
Nope.
200 points from Toronto. Craig, Toronto has been spent. So now Ottawa. Is Ottawa trying something? Ottawa is playing it safe.
Diligence, skill.
Jerry, go ahead.
What is reasonableness?
Oh, reasonableness.
No, so 200 points removed from Ottawa. We are now going to turn to the Condo Geeks.
I would like to give it to Catherine.
You would like to give it to Catherine?
Yes, I would.
Why?
I don't know. It was a good answer.
So Condo Geeks at home, anybody wants to try it? In addition to diligence, skill, prudence, and honesty, the other element of a director's standard of care. Dina, I'll allow you to speak, and you should be able to unmute yourself. And let's see if that works. There it is. You're on. Common sense. Yeah, no, I'm looking for the Latin version of common sense. Let me try with Susan Cartwright. Susan, I'm going to allow you to speak. Go ahead, Susan.
An absence of a conflict of interest.
Those are all good answers, by the way, but you don't get points because there's one that's actually specifically listed in which section of the Act, Denise?
Section 37.
Section 37. So let's see, Eric. Let's see if Eric will try it. You should be able to turn your mic on, Eric. Go ahead, Eric.
Safety?
No, not safety. Nice try. Okay, well, this one nobody gets. So I guess that's the first hard question. Imagine the other ones in that column. Let me give you the answer. Good faith, people.
Good faith. Oh.
Right.
Oh, of course. We're all a little short on that right now. We need a top up.
Okay, so who do we go back to? We go back to, I guess Sean again?
I think it was me.
No, or was it,
I think
was
it's
it Catherine?
Catherine.
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 Yeah,
Oh, really?
yes.
Okay, let's try condo authority for 400.
Condo authority for 400. I need to see the hands going up here to make sure that records, pets, parking, lockers, and chargebacks. Jerry, your hand went up first.
What are things that the condo authority will now hear?
Denise, do you agree with that?
The tribunal. Yeah, I would give it to him.
Yeah, jurisdiction of the condo authority tribunal. Exactly. And so that came up recently, right, Denise? I mean, the expansion was
From records to the others. Yeah.
October 1st, I think. Okay, wonderful. So Jerry, you get to pick the next one.
Let's go. Let's keep going. Condo authority 600.
Condo authority 600. Done online and containing key information about each Ontario condo. The failure to file it on time can result in a fine. Craig, your hand went up fast on that one.
Annual returns.
What was that?
Annual returns.
Annual returns. Jose, do you agree with this?
I do. And if it was asked in this form of a question, it would be wonderful.
Yes. What
Do-
is? What
He
are?
still gets the points.
Does he
We
get the
gotta
point?
give it to him.
Yay, Craig!
Okay, we're gonna give it. Craig, we're gonna give you 600 condo dollars, but next time's gonna
Spend
be
it
in the form
wisely.
of the question. Okay, very good. Annual return, perfect. And so that's done. Craig, what can you tell us about that? The annual return is done between which and which dates? Do you know?
File by March 31st. If you don't file on time, there's a fine.
Right. And that's the return that triggers the invoice for the assessment fee payable to the Condo Authority of Ontario. Catherine, what is the condo? What is the assessment fee now at?
It's at 75 cents per unit per month.
That's right, per voting unit per month, perhaps. Wonderful,
Per
perfect.
voting unit. Thank you.
That's right. Okay, so who answered that? Craig, you're next. You get to pick another question.
Let's go for COVID 1000.
COVID went. Oh,
Whoa.
big gambler here. Big
Big
gambler.
one.
After having been indefinitely extended until July 24th, it ultimately came to an end on November 22nd, 2020. Sean,
What was the declared state of emergency?
no. No. Craig, do you want to try that?
Sure,
So-
that was the extension for the AGMs to occur. And they
Right.
had on November the 22nd.
So minus
job,
$1,000
Craig.
to Ottawa, Graham, minus 1,000 to Ottawa, and plus 1,000 to Toronto.
All right,
Deadline
we
to
got a
hold-
game now.
Good
We got a game
job.
now.
Yeah, Toronto's winning.
Okay, so give
Oh,
us
not by
a
my count.
yeah, no, give us a sense, Graham. Where's everybody?
All right, if we want the update, do we want city points?
Yeah, for sure.
Ottawa is in the lead with 2,800 points. Sorry, I should say condo dollars. Toronto following with 1,600 condo dollars, and Rosie leading the pack for our attendees with 600 condo dollars.
Nice, nice. Okay, so I mean, it's still up for grabs. Let's go back to, so who answered that? Craig, you answered that properly, so you get to pick the next answer.
Condo Authority 1000.
Condo Authority 1000. He's going for the big ones here.
Swinging for the fences.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Between negotiation and adjudication, the second stage of a CAT dispute is mandatory but not binding. Craig, your hand went up.
Mediation.
What was that?
What is mediation?
Jesus. I feel like I shouldn't give you the points because you weren't before. What do let's have a vote with a show of hand from the attendees. Does he get the points despite not having said? So raise your hand if he gets the points. We'll do a vote here.
You see my hand, Craig?
Okay, so there's 17 attendees that would 18 that would give you the points. We're going to lower your hands now, and we are going to ask who is of the view that we should not give him the points because he didn't say what is. Raise your hand if Craig doesn't get the points.
We work on good faith in condominiums. I think that's a very strong argument in favor of giving Craig and the Toronto team the points.
I think he's clicking early.
Okay, well,
for that early clicker.
It was a close vote, but it looks like he gets the points.
Craig, you get the
Okay.
points. This is the last warning.
Way to
Craig,
go,
so
Toronto.
You get the points.
You run this as a democracy.
Way to go, partner.
Although I think Rosie had some proxies. Maybe her vote should have been weighted accordingly.
Now, come on, let's not talk about mysterious proxies.
Let's not do that. Okay, so let's go back to, let's see if you got the right answer. Mediation. So you do get the 1,000 points, but that's really due to the Christmas generosity of the viewers. Okay, you get to pick the next question.
Let's go COVID 800.
COVID 800. With a population of 1.4 million consisting of 3 municipalities, it was the first Ontario region to be moved to the red zone status. Craig, your hand is up. Be careful.
Peel.
What is Peel?
What is Peel?
Okay, let's have a look. What is Peel? Peel region. Exactly. So that was the first one. Who knows who was the second one to join them? Anybody?
Somebody in the audience.
Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto went in there. Just and who's there now? Do we know? How many people do we have in the red zone? Do we know?
Don't know that. Maybe a Jason question.
Yeah.
Red zone includes Windsor, Essex County in addition. And I think that Halton is also in the red zone these days.
Jason, do you know?
Yeah, I believe there's only the 3, but there are more coming.
At this point in the red zone, we have Durham, Hamilton, Halton, Waterloo, Windsor, Essex, and York. I think what you were looking at, Jason, was who's in lockdown now. Remember when they added an extra color to the rainbow when they realized that red wasn't bad enough?
Yes.
So they added a new one. Same is true for orange. I mean, orange is really stating yellow a second time. Folks, you're at yellow again. That's really what orange is.
Just extra yellow.
Extra
Heavy on
yellow.
the mustard.
Okay, who had that? Craig, go ahead.
Okay. The choices. Condo Authority 800.
Let's just see, Condo Authority 800. Accessible, searchable, and public. Its information can only be used for a non-commercial purpose. Oh, I wasn't paying attention here. Craig, your hand is up again.
Yeah, Public Registry.
Okay. Anybody disagrees?
Sorry, I messed that up. I get it.
Let's just have a look. The CAO's Public Registry. Exactly. And that is my second most favorite website. That is the second one that I visit the most. Anybody wants to guess the one site that I visit the most? Anybody?
Twitter.
Your own condo advisor.
I think it's Twitter.
You're very close, Denise. It is a condo blog, but it's the Lash Condo blog.
Oh, you're so kind.
Because I want to know what she's blogging about. I want to know what you blog about. There it is. Okay, so let's move on. The next one. Who's playing? Craig.
Let's go for COVID 400.
COVID 400. The method used by Ontario to respond to COVID-19, it was brought to an end on July 24th, 2020. Sean, your hand went up fast.
Yeah, it did. And I know why.
Emergency.
The what, sorry?
Declared state of emergency.
Okay, let's see if we can give declaration of emergency. I want to give some points to the attendees at home. Anybody wants to hazard a guess as to when it was declared? Anybody at home? Jeanette, I think we're gonna turn to you. and you would get 400 points for that. I'm just making that up as we go. So Jeanette, you should be able to unmute yourself. There it is. Go ahead.
Is March 17th.
Yes! The Condo Geeks get an extra $400. Wonderful. Thanks so much. Okay, perfect. And so who did answer that? It was Sean, eh? Sean, you get to pick the next question.
Go Democracy 800, please.
Democracy 800. Let me go back to the panelists because I need to see who raises his or her hand. While it can be increased with a bylaw, it is reduced by apathy. Without it, business cannot be transacted. Catherine, your hand went up fast on that one.
What is quorum?
Anybody disagrees? Quorum. Okay, I want to try to give some points to the condo geeks at home. What is the quorum required for an AGM at the first attempt? Jeanette's hand went up again. Jeanette, unmute yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jeanette.
What is 25%?
800 points for the condo geeks at home. Well done, Jeanette. Exactly. Do you want to try what happens if you don't meet that requirement on the third attempt? What's the quorum then? No points for that. Just glory.
15%.
It's 15%, isn't it?
15%, exactly.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's go back to the
I'm
question.
giving her 1 extra point for that.
To whom?
Thank you.
To Jeanette.
Oh, okay.
Okay, perfect.
Oh wait, did I miss who said it?
Yeah, it's Catherine. It's Catherine.
Oh, all right, Catherine. You know what? I'll give you 1 point.
I think
Thank you, my
Jeanette,
dear.
you get to keep your extra point too.
Yeah, thank you, both of us. Good job.
So who was the last one to have answered? I think it was. Who was it?
Catherine.
I think that was Catherine.
Catherine.
Yes.
It was you. Yes. Go ahead, Catherine. Pick the
So
next question.
let's try collections for 600.
Funny how this column is not very popular in the collection.
Well, that's not a favorite part of our job.
What about lawyers? Denise, don't answer that question. Okay, so for $600, if it is not found in the act or in the declaration, it cannot be collected. Sean, your hand went up fast.
Too fast. What is arrears?
Oh, I think Godwa just lost 600 points. Oh, Sean Cornish of Apollo is not impressed. You know what? I think, Sean Murray, you just became the manager on duty on Christmas Eve. I think this just happened.
I already am.
Okay, very good. So the next person, anything to add, Sean Cornish? I see that you're ahead.
I don't think Sean Murray understood this as part of his employment review. So I am taking notes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Catherine, your hand was up. You're next.
I'm going to say back charge to an owner.
I'm not going to give you those points. Toronto loses
Okay.
600.
Oh,
Why?
no.
That's the right answer. Or
Is it?
Oh, you.
Oh, wait a second. Let's see if the
Oh,
Are we
condo
gonna have to
I'm
deduct
confused.
600 points from Denise? Don't make me do it.
Anybody at home wants to try it for 600 points? If it's not found in the act or in the declaration, it cannot be collected. Dina, you want to? I see that. Oh, Rosie. Rosie's hand is up. Go ahead, Rosie.
Chargeback?
Nope, not chargeback. But I think I have a feeling that Denise is not going to agree with the answer. Let me see what the answer is. I forgot. Common expenses. That's the answer.
Well,
That's
I think it's supposed to be charged back.
I think so too, which is a back
common
charge.
expense chargeback.
Yes.
Arrears of common expenses.
It's
I think you're just going to have to void that question out. It was obviously an error in the question itself and
I
not so much
know.
the answering.
That's
And
impossible. We make no mistakes.
I'm also kind of siding with Sean Murray because I believe that Sean Cornish is probably an aggressive marker. And I think that for his performance evaluation, I want to give him those 600 points back.
I want to know who wrote that question. Who wrote the answer?
Yours truly did. Chargeback does not appear anywhere in the Condominium Act. And I bet you arrears doesn't either. Oh, arrears does, but not as the answer. It's clearly common expenses that cannot be charged back. So let's move on. There's enough egg on everybody's face.
You just
Everybody
used the
lost
word
some
charge
points.
back.
Mr. Trebek has spoken.
Okay, what's the
Okay.
next question? Who gets to pick the next question? Who was the last one to have a successful question?
We don't remember. Start
I don't
over.
know.
Okay, well then we're gonna give Rosie the chance to pick the next question. Rosie, you get to pick the question.
Do I lose points if I don't
No,
get it?
You're safe. You're safe.
We're gonna go with collections for 1,000, please, Rod.
Oh my goodness, perfect. Collection for 1,000. Let me bring back the hands raising here because I need to see no cheating. You require one of these to be able to charge back to a unit the legal fees the corporation incurred in a compliance matter. Jerry, your hand is up.
Court order. A court decision. What is a court decision?
Anybody disagrees? Anybody? Denise, on which side of the Amlani fence are you?
I was gonna say, what is a court order?
What is a court
Yeah,
order?
okay.
Yes. So 1,000 points for who was it that answered that?
That would be Jerry.
Jerry, Ottawa. And I would have also accepted a very strong indemnity provision. I would have accepted that, even though I don't think we entirely agree with that, having argued the Amlani case. But what do you think? On which side of the fence are you, Graham?
I tend to be on the court order side of the fence. I mean, I think there's always exceptions in different circumstances that can arise, and just like that, I lawyered my way out of having to take a stance.
Nice, well done. Okay, so next question is Jerry. You get to pick the next question.
Sure, we'll do collections for 800.
Collection for 800. Let's have a look. It is a common expense payable by all until it results from the acts or omission of the owner of the only damaged unit. Oh, that's an interesting one. Sean Cornish is dying to play.
This is just like real Jeopardy. I'm yelling at the TV.
Jerry, do you want to try it? Go ahead, Jerry.
Right. Let's say an insurable loss. What is an insurable loss?
So we have to.
Insurable, I guess, if the person had it.
Sadly, we have to deduct. Sadly, we have to deduct 800 points from Ottawa. Sean Cornish is getting redder by the minute. Okay, so anybody else wants to try it on the Toronto side before I turn to the condo geeks?
Am I allowed?
No, you can't play. Lawyers can't play.
No lawyers allowed.
Okay, well, you know what? Val from Ottawa is going to try to answer that. You should be able to unmute yourself, Val. I wonder if we can give the points to Ottawa or Toronto. I guess he's
yeah, I'll root for the Ottawa team on this one. So.
Okay, so what's the answer, Val?
What is the deductible?
I know what it is.
What is the insurance deductible? That's it.
Oh,
So
that-
800
really?
points, Graham, 800 points for the geeks.
Yep.
Okay, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 questions left. Graham, how are we doing point-wise?
Okay, so Toronto had a good second half of the game there. Toronto is now sitting at 4,400 points, Ottawa at 2,800 points, and the Condo Geeks coming up with 2,600 points.
Wow. Okay, that's fantastic. Perfect. So who answered that? I guess, Val, you get to pick the next question. Where are you, Val? You're going to get to pick the next question. You should be
Sure,
able
why
to.
not? Well, let's do democracy for 1,000.
Democracy for 1,000. Thank you very much. In writing, if done early. Verbally, if in time. Do it late, and you are disqualified. No one.
We got a hand up.
Jerry, are you gonna risk $1,000? Oh my goodness.
I know. I guess it's silly, but you know we're losing. So, what is nominating yourself for a director position?
You've lost support of Sean Cornish.
Luckily, I'm
Ottawa.
cheering for the geeks, not Ottawa. So.
Oh, so Ottawa just lost 1,000 points on this one. What was your
That
answer again?
fully would have been my answer.
Oh, come on, Graham.
Glad I'm not playing.
Okay, so let's go to Craig from Toronto. You get to try to answer this question.
Yes, please,
Sure.
Craig, go ahead.
Candidate disclosure form. What is?
What is?
What are the rules on that?
That's
So-
three.
I think that was a strike.
I say give it to him. Give it to
We
him.
said last time,
Yeah.
Denise. Come
Well,
on.
I know. Well, it's a fair way. We got to be reasonable here.
Okay, so we're gonna vote. Condo Geeks at home, this is the third strike. I wonder if he's out. Raise your hand if Craig gets the points despite having been repeatedly warned by everybody. Raise your hand.
Yeah, Craig.
Okay, so we are at 17 in favor of giving the points. I lower all your hands. All the good thinking, straight thinking individuals out there.
Hello.
If you don't want him to get the points, raise your hand now. If he doesn't get the points, raise your hand now. I think the attendees are like Toronto skewed or something. Oh, this
Yeah.
is so close. Oh,
17,
my goodness.
16.
Check the panelists.
We
though.
get the points.
Yeah, it's funny that the panelists are the ones sinking you, though. Okay, you get the points. Toronto gets the points.
Yay.
Goodness.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm going to be, as the chairperson, I'm going to make a ruling that is unappealable. Graham, you're going to give 500 to each team on that one.
Okay.
We're going to split it. That's the last warning for Craig there. Disclosure form. Perfect. Okay, 3 more questions. What do we got? Where are we here? Who picks? Oh, Craig,
Craig.
you pick.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig, you pick.
His hand.
Which one?
One has to lower his hand.
Oh, yeah, Sean has to lower his hand. Sean Cornish. Perfect.
Okay,
What
let's go for condo. Hang on. Do we have any condo authority? Good. No, we have COVID 200.
COVID 200. First popularized by a phantom, it is now regulated by the province, municipalities, and condo corporations. Oh, come on. Even Sean's kid can get that.
You got a hand up.
Sean, your hand is up.
What is a mask?
What is a face mask?
Ah.
Craig? That was easy. Come on, guys.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, 2 more questions left. Sean, you get to pick.
You like that? We'll go democracy 200, please.
Democracy 200. Required to be in the prescribed form, it must be retained for 90 days or longer if the corporation receives written notice of litigation. I think the hands went up before I was done with the question, but Craig?
That is the proxy.
You got it.
Denise?
It's a correct answer. I'm not going to say I like the answer, but it's a correct answer.
Proxies, exactly. Last question. So,
Good job.
Denise, you forgot to say what is the right answer. Okay, perfect. Next question. So Craig, I guess it's a collection 200. Everybody's hand down. Perfect. Let me read the last question before we go to the final Jeopardy. It does not have to be fair, even though some say size matters. With a bottom line of 100%, it allocates common expenses between owners. Craig, your hand went up.
What is Schedule E?
Remove 200 points from Toronto. Ottawa, Sean, your hand is up.
Schedule D. What is Schedule D?
What is Schedule D? Yes, what is Schedule D? 200 points for Ottawa. Okay.
Am I doing okay now, Sean? I'm getting some points there on the review.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Sean is.
We're still talking tomorrow, though.
Okay.
Okay, so Graham, give me the points here.
Okay, so Ottawa is at 3,700 points. Toronto is at 4,900 points, and our attendees are at 2,600 points.
Okay, perfect. So, folks, this is the final Jeopardy question. And do they get to gamble before they know the category, or do I keep that? No, I guess you get to know the category. Okay, so ask me if I can is the category. So each of you, you get to wage whatever you want to wage. Ottawa, you're at 3,700 points. So write to Graham. Each of you have 3,700 points. Write to Graham how much you want to wage on this question. Toronto, you are at 4,900 points. Send a text to Graham and tell him, each of you have 4,900 points. Send a text to Graham and tell him how much you want to wage on this question.
And just do it in the private chat of Zoom.
Right.
Where's the private chat, guys? Oh, this one that says chat?
Yeah, and then so when there's an option to send it to someone, just pick me.
Oh, oh, I see. So what's your name again? Sorry?
Graham.
Graham. All
Graham.
right. Thank you so much.
I sometimes go by Dancer.
All right then. Okay, thank you.
And for the condo geeks at home, if one of you wants to play for Final Jeopardy, if you've answered a question tonight, you're entitled to play. You have 2,600 points, and so if you want to send a text to Graham and tell him how much you want to gamble on this question. And just a quick question, Graham, did you hear the drum roll?
I did.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I was smelling burnt toast at the same time. I thought maybe I was having.
No, that wasn't just you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so everybody has locked in their bet. Graham, did you get an email from all the contestants?
I did, in fact. Yes, I got an email from Jeanette and Rosie.
Val, you're not playing? Val is a careful, calculated individual. Where is Val? I'll give you a couple of seconds to.
Okay, I got one from Val.
Okay, perfect. And what about the players online right now?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay, folks, are you ready? This is now going to be the question, and you're going to have to send your answer to Graham again using the same thing. Okay, so here's the question. Sometimes on notice, sometimes not. Sometimes with a vote, and sometimes not. It is done with a resolution or by way of agreement. Okay, folks, what is a copyright infringement? Do you have all? That was a delayed reaction. So do you have answers from everybody, Graham?
Yeah, you're just gonna need to give me just a second to tabulate everything.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get the answers from them directly.
Yeah, I trust them.
Yeah, and then the points, you're gonna tell me how much they waged.
Okay.
So let's go just the way you appear on my screen, I guess. I'm gonna start with you, Catherine. Do you have an answer for us, Catherine?
The answer I gave, I don't think is correct. I said, what is a motion? But that's with a resolution.
Okay, and how much did you put on the line?
2,000.
2,000. You had 49. That's not the right answer. So you're at 2,900.
900. Yep.
Jerry,
Sorry,
you're next
Craig.
on my screen. You had Jerry. You had 3,700 points. What's your answer, Jerry?
What is an improvement to the common element?
What is an improvement to the common elements? And how much did you put on the line?
All of it, Rod. All of my dollars.
All of your dollars. So,
Oh my God. Okay.
so you are at, Graham, are you calculating this? Because I went to law school because I can't do math.
Well, I mean, you're preaching to the choir here. I'm calculating as fast as I can. I think if I've done my math right, that would be 7,400.
He's at 7,400.
Oh,
Okay.
good job.
The next in line then, Craig, what was your answer?
Probably the wrong answer was a board decision, and I wagered all my money.
And all your money was
all your money.
4,900. You are now at 0. Okay.
Yep.
Sean, it's not just condo dollars on the line. It may be your review actually. So Sean, what's your answer?
No
Well,
pressure.
and, what is a change to the common elements?
What is
Oh,
the change to
good
the
job.
common elements? And how much did you
Yes.
put on the line? You had $3,700.
Yeah, I wasn't as brave as Jerry, but I had 2001.
2001, so you're at $5,701.
There we
Okay.
go.
What about people at home? Let's see, did anybody play? Graham, did you get answers from anybody?
I did, yes. I got answers from Rosie, Jeanette, and Val.
Okay, Rosie, Jeanette, and Val. So let's unmute these people. You should be able to unmute yourself. I'm going to start with you, Rosie. What's your answer?
Rosie's just still muted.
Yeah, Rosie, you're
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Go ahead, Rosie. What was your answer?
I said an increase to the common element fees.
Oh, that's not the right answer. Nice try. How much did you put on the line?
$600.
So you're at $2,000. Okay. The next one we had was Jeanette. Go ahead, Jeanette.
I got it wrong. I said, what is the passing of a bylaw? And I waged 1,000 points.
So you are at 1,600. Val, help the condo geeks here.
Yeah, I also wrote what is a bylaw, so I'm not sure if that's the correct answer, but yeah.
Oh.
No, and how much did you put on the line?
2,600.
2,600, you're at 0. Okay, so the answer is indeed changes to common elements.
Yep.
Right? So it can be done on notice or not. When is it not on notice, Denise?
It depends if it's under 1%.
Right.
And $1,000.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it's below 1% and $1,000, then
Safety and
not-
security.
Yeah,
Safety
then it's
and
a board
security.
resolution. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. And so sometimes on notice, sometimes not. Sometimes it requires a vote. When does it require a vote? Anybody?
When it's considered substantial. And that could be substantial by resolution of the board or substantial within the meaning of the Condominium Act for actual cost.
Yeah.
Right. It can also require a vote in another circumstance.
Requisition.
If they're changing the use of a common element, it requires 2/3.
Right. Or even if it's a change on notice, and then you get 15% that want to sort of
Requisition meeting.
right.
Yeah, to
And
vote
then
against it.
right, exactly. Okay, so how do we point-wise, how are we doing? So Catherine, you're at 2,900. And then Jeanette, you're at 1,600. Val, you gambled it all, you're at 0. Craig, you gambled it all, you're at 0. Rosie, you're at 2,000 condo dollars. And Sean, runner-up at $5,701.
Nice.
And Jerry, you are our Jeopardy champion with $7,400 condo dollars.
Good job.
Well done. Well, I don't know what you guys think, but I had fun putting
Yes,
this
we all
together.
did.
Absolutely.
That was a blast.
Hopefully you
Yes,
learned
it was.
something. And so what I'm going to do now, as we usually do, I'm going to go around. Sorry, we did this
I
already.
heard that one too.
Yeah. So how do I get now to my next slides? Sorry. Oh no.
Guess this is our life now. Okay, there.
There it is. Okay. So I'm going to go around the table. I'm going to ask my usual partners in crime for any sort of advice before we part for the holidays, any parting words, any thoughts that come to mind. So I'm going to start with you, Sean, alphabetical order. Blitzen, Sean, parting words before we part for the holidays.
Just really simply, stay safe, be cautious in the holiday season, and looking forward to seeing everybody in the new year.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Cupid, Catherine.
Absolutely the
cute.
same thing. One thing
Cupid,
that
Catherine.
condominiums might want to do before the holidays are upon us is to restate what the expectations are for the common elements and for the community. There's been so much change. There's been so much jumping into and out of zones. stating it very clearly for everybody will help set the right tone and help everybody entertain if they're able to or eligible to, or celebrate safely. Have a great Christmas, everybody, and a very happy new year. Health, joy, and prosperity.
Wonderful. What is the Grinch? Very good. Moving on. The next person in line will be Dasher, Denise Flash of Flash Condo Law. Any parting words for the holiday
You know,
season?
I feel for people and the residents, and I know that there's going to be a lot of pressure on boards and management to open the amenities. I can't stress that it's really important. It's not a popularity contest. You want to stay away from lawsuits. So the only way you're going to do that is keep the amenities closed. Happy holidays, everyone.
Nice. Thank you, Denise. I regret having wasted the Grinch analogy on Catherine now. I should have saved that. Nice. Okay, Vixen, Jason Reed from the National Life Safety Group. Any piece of advice for the holidays?
I do. I have some bad news and I have some good news. Let's start with the bad news. We have seen an increase in residential building fires in the last 10 days, I would suggest. So my immediate takeaways are, if you can send an immediate communication to every resident in your building, reminding them to check their smoke alarms. One of the recent fatalities is going to be soon, identified that as a major cause. So on that note, I do wish you and your residents and you and your families a very happy holiday, and make sure you still celebrate. It's going to look different, but I wish you all the best.
So with this public announcement about fire prevention, what is chestnut roasting on an open fire? Thank you, Jason. Moving on now to comment. Oh, nice. José de Longchamp, our National Ottawa comment. Any parting words?
Yeah, absolutely. Take care of that due diligence. Make sure the ice and the snow is taken care of well. You have more people than usual in your buildings. Keep your sense of humor. Try not to get upset with people when they complain. Take care of your snowbirds. If they're staying in your condo now for the first time in a while, they haven't seen snow in a while, they don't know what your site looks like in the winter, cut them some slack, but do keep your sense of humor.
Okay, so the advice you gave about snow and salt and sand, that was really for Ottawa. For the Toronto people, if there's snow, what is the Canadian Armed Forces? For $200.
Oh.
Moving on. The dancer, our national dancer, the twin, Graham.
Okay, so I guess I got 2 points of wisdom. One, please stop quitting so many fires, or stop setting so many fires, everybody. And number two, during this time, whether it's virtually, if need be, or together, just make sure to remind your friends and family that you love them and that you're here with them. And on that vein, I will send out a shout out to my twin, my partner in crime, and the prancer to my dancer, David. Hope you're doing well and looking forward to seeing you at the next one, hopefully.
Okay, wonderful. Perfect. Thank you so much. Well, that's about it for us, folks. I don't think I can add anything to that. I mean, what a year. What an incredible year. I actually was preparing my year to talk about something else. And then on March 17th, I mean, everything just came to a screeching halt, and we came up with new precautions and new directions and new advice and new categories to our blogs. And that's really took a life of its own. So, but here we are. We've made it. We've survived. We're resilient people, and we sort of accepted, for the most part, to follow, direction and advice, and that's what's going to make us see each other again next year and next month and the one after that. Very important, I think, to, of course, wash your hands, wear a mask, and all that good stuff. But what a year it's been. Wow. So I decided that our next webinar is not going to be on the first Wednesday of the month. Oh, even though it says that, it's not going to be on the 6th. It's going to be on the 13th. So don't pay attention to what you see on the screen. Listen to the voice. It's going to be on the 13th because the 6th is just too early. That is still within Christmas. Okay, and you know how that's going to work. The information is going to be, oh my goodness, there it is again. Am I the only one that hears the music?
Yes.
This time it is just you.
Okay, so you know how it works. If you want to register, you need to click on the webinar tab at the Condo Advisor, and that's going to allow you to register and suggest any topics you may have in mind. So there it is. Take care, everybody. Good night. See you next year.
It was fun. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Great job. Sean, I see
Rod.
you had somebody helping you. I think
Yeah,
that.
maybe my #1 fan. I'm not sure.
Nice.
We still love you, Sean.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Sean.
Well done, everybody. Thanks so much, everybody. Thanks for all of your time and expertise in all of our webinars all year. This is incredible. I can't believe we managed to pull through this. So thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rod.
Bye, everybody.
Take care. Bye.